Parental discretion is advised.
The Entertainment Report is brought to you by...
We sell from where we come from. No matter if you walk or you car, you a park, you feel no say you're big, yes, true, we are top.
Go get yourself a Red Stripe beer, now at the recommended community bar prices. Red Stripe and Red Stripe Light, $180. Red Stripe flavors, $200. Must be 18 years and older. Enjoy Red Stripe responsibly.
Experience the freedom of NCB Lovebird Keycard. Visit freedom.jncb.com for more.
Grace, feel the vibe, can't you feel it? Grace, delicious, so nutritious. One taste and you know Grace is real.
And spectacle as Carnival wraps. Hi, I'm Ray Williams. At least 3 bands hit the streets of Kingston for the Road March. Costumed revelers moving to a soca beat, but not much movement on the sidelines. Is Carnival still too exclusive?
One thing I need inside the defense. Give me a bottle of rum. I love my rum and my rum it loves me.
Hi guys, it's Ray. I tried to avoid the pace. I did not do a good job. I am at Bacchanal Juve. Road March is on Sunday. I am so excited for the road.
Final wine, kiss and tell. Soca fans not missing out on a minute in the lead up to the Road March. Juve morning at Mass Camp, the last call. Really, the things these folks will do on camera. Mass Camp heaving with busy bumpers. 2018, a good year for big bad soca. No matter where you're from, everyone dancing and posting. Soca on the upswing in Jamaica. Juve morning a mess, but hey.
Oh yeah, feel good. What you doing, man, Eddie?
Just being free, the dancing. It's amazing. It's intoxicating.
Where are your shoes? Somewhere about the place. I'm having fun. I don't care about shoes right now.
Oh, we don't have no behavior. Total disorder. No crossing border.
All right, guys. Everybody's covered in pains. We're heading to the road. I will see you tomorrow on the road. You gonna jump on Sunday?
Definitely. Exodus. No, Exodus.
You don't need to whine on me in the party. I'm already drunk. One thing I need inside the defense. Give me a bottle of rum. I love my rum and my rum it loves me.
Back in the mix. Too soon. At least 3 costumed bands jumping in the Road March. Feathers all aflutter. Plus some flower power. Eye-catching get-ups everywhere. Bet you she's a Trini. Sorry, Michael, but Jamaica and Exodus stealing more of Bacchanal Jamaica's thunder this year. But enough plumage left to go around. Security bumped up, but no incidents reported. Early in the game, but inhibitions way down. Bystanders getting a kick out of these guys' antics. Yes, that's me, but who's he?
Guys, it's hot. I'm sweating, but the road is sweet. I'm in Bacchanal Jamaica's Road March. It is Carnival Sunday, and we're having a great time so far.
It's her dream to come here.
Yeah, dreams come true.
Jamaica bopping along and roped off, bringing a taste of Carnival in Trinidad to Kingston. The picture improving later on, but have to say crowds a tad thin on the roads. Carnival still in search of a great road march.
One band. One band and it's Bacchanal, baby. One band.
Are you having fun on the road today?
Very much. It's a pleasurable time.
What band are you in?
Exodus.
Everything has been good?
No super crowds on the road?
Nice shot of revelers heading up Waterloo Road. A few whining let-offs along the way. Our cameraman Louis enjoying his bird's eye view. Nothing like this back in Beijing. Pity these guys seem left out of the revels. Many ordinary Jamaicans opting to stay at home until organizers figure out a way of including everyone in the fun. Getting rid of those ropes without compromising security might help.
Escalation this week in the Marlon Samuels and Yanique apparent feud. Duplicitous, disingenuous, manufactured beef. Not sure who's buying it, but social media on fire.
What good friends we have. What them friendship that closely?
Marlon Samuels and Yanique the Curvy Diva. Did they or didn't they? And does it really matter? But the blue tick claiming cricketer and the relationship denying TV host at odds on Instagram. Their fallout escalating this week with attorneys mentioned.
First, in LLB, LLM, barrister at Inns of Court Law School.
Pretty impressive, but perhaps no match for Valerie Nita Robertson QC, whose image along with a warning the Curvy Diva bowled to the West Indies batsman. But is this all a setup, or romance gone sour, or just more grist for social media mill?
Well, Marlon Samuels is quite upset about some things that Yanique, the Curvy Diva, has been saying on social media, or at least implying on social media. And I think if and when it goes to court, one is going to judge what the reasonable individual would have inferred or taken from the things that were said. You know, some interesting hashtags that I won't repeat that would have suggested some negative things about him. And he's saying, look, I have my support system around me. I have my children. I have my brand that I've worked years to build. And I am going to sue you. And anybody who knows Marlon Samuels and matters of litigation knows that if he says he's going to sue you, he's going to sue you. And he will haggle in court for years in order to get a settlement.
But is that going to make Marlon Samuels look good in the public's eye? Suing Yanique the Curvy Diva?
I don't know that he cares. He is who he is, and people who follow his career know that I mean, his personality is such that he is belligerent in that regard. So
but he's also a player on social media, and how he's perceived on social media also is a factor.
It is, but again, and this is a lesson in social media management, how people have engaged in relationships that are totally PR. And what he's saying is, I have my receipts. I can prove that this was supposed to have been purely for public relations purposes. You want to be an artiste, and here are my receipts of the conversations that we've had in that regard. Now, I have the right to go and make a video with Aishana, and you do not have any right to question that. And he's suggesting that that's where this all went sour from. And so there are then allegations and counter allegations, people posting on social media, this is my attorney, a very reputable, high-priced Queen's Counsel. So therefore, if you want to speak, speak to her, don't speak to me. All of these things happening. It makes for very salacious headlines. It makes for very heated interchanges on social media. It is very polarizing because people are taking sides. There's the Marlon camp, there's the Yanique camp. People are choosing to, maybe based off of previous run-ins, deciding that Marlon is wrong or choosing that Yanique is wrong.
And everybody tuning into Magnum Kingston Queens of Dancehall on Saturday night to see what her countenance is reflecting at that moment in time.
Exactly. So Magnum wins again, as they tend to win when their host is having a social media or other kind of tiff with somebody else.
By the way, how do you think Kitty is taking all of this?
I think she's taking it very well. She probably doesn't give two hoots about it. But even in this matter, I saw persons digging up some old post of Kitty about it, trying to make a connection when there is no connection. So I mean, I think that age-old manufactured beef is not going to be let go of anytime soon. And as for who else wins in this matter, the vloggers on YouTube when you look at the people who talk about this issue and seek to get views and followers, you're looking at videos of random people talking about this with 38,000 views, 22,000 views, 17,000 views, 121,000 views of them capturing this issue. They're winning because they're getting traction to their social media pages, which helps them be able to monetize their pages because of somebody else's mix-up.
Every time I talk to the person I tell me about, oh, I am so popular.
Apple commercials and a new Ding Dong dance video. Singer-songwriter Jovi Rockwell adding medical marijuana to her list of current projects.
What's your music?
Jovi Rockwell, remember her? Free Spirit, Bright Spark, and back in Jamaica repping for a medical marijuana company. Tweed JA, owned by Canopy out of Canada, and building a ganja grow house and dispensary in St. Thomas.
Well, actually right now we are building the facility out in Mount Sinai. I go out there, I interview and get to know the locals and what it is that they're doing, what this means to them. We are documenting everything. We're not quite ready to, what you would say, open up shop, but we're doing all the groundworks and we're approaching it through the culture. The focus is the medical aspect of marijuana. What Tweed JA will be doing is exporting so that we can trade, because as the world is opening up, everybody is opening up and Jamaica will be left behind. So this is the purpose of Tweed JA's presence here.
That apart, Jove is still making music and writing songs, which was what she was up to whilst living in LA for the past 2 years.
So much has happened since the last time that people have seen me. I had an Apple commercial with Major Lazer. I was on the Major Lazer album. A lot of people didn't know in Jamaica that I was doing international stuff like that. I just landed another Apple commercial. It's an Apple Watch commercial with an artist called Callow, and I wrote on that as well. As a ganja crusader, I just thought that that was very befitting for me. I had the song called Rizla. I've always talked about marijuana in some of my songs, and if anybody kind of knows me on that level or has followed me, knows it's really not a surprise that I would go with a company like this.
The 30-something also in a different place, having more of a handle now on navigating the tough and often unforgiving music business.
Being in the industry for a while, you have to come to that place where you realize, how can I make a living out of my art? What am I going to do after you make a couple of, as artists, we go to the studio and we vibe out and we write and we do all type of things, but then if you don't have the business part sorted out, you get left behind. And that had kind of happened to me. So learning about licensing and syncing. Licensing and syncing meaning if a song that you wrote is placed into a commercial or a movie, they have to license it from you and to sync the sound in there, and you get paid off of that if you have your rights to your music. And once I learned that, I realized, hey, I really have to do my catch up and learn how I make money as a businesswoman. My profession is an artist, I'm Jovi Rockwell, but my business is licensing and syncing. So once I got hip to that, Anthony, I just kind of got on that. But I had never, given up on what it is that I do as Jovi Rockwell. And I knew I needed ammunition, so I got my guitars and I made sure I learned theory and stuff like that to give myself that power that I need to really create my own sound. And I have done that now.
Jovi actually launching a video today with Dance King Ding Dong, Up Like 7.
I have several other songs I'm putting out an EP, so I haven't put myself on the back burner, but I just had to get, I had to get it together and be more of a businesswoman, because as an artist, you don't want to deal with that stuff. You don't want to deal with paperwork. You don't want to talk about administration. You don't want to do that, but you have to. If you want to be successful, try to find a way and to put worth onto what it is that you do as an art. Because art is, it's extorted a lot. It's extorted a lot. So that's basically where my head is at.
She can't overstate being businesslike and building on working relationships.
It's these relationships that you will develop, and also too, the industry just somehow feels that Jamaicans somehow don't seem to calculate the importance of that. Is what their impression is. you know, it's just like the same thing, how they want to label us and say that we're homophobic or we're always late or, you know, or we have an attitude or whatever. The word is in the meetings that, you know, like we are somehow prone to being lackadaisical in that sense, and or difficult. Difficult is the word, and I hate that. Everything that I do, whenever I hear these things, my point is to change that, because I am Jamaican and then nobody can take that from him. I'm born and grow here, so it's just little things like that that I do on a daily basis that I feel is important as an artist, not only to just represent myself, but to represent a whole fraternity.
That's Jovi Rockwell, still representing, but adding medical marijuana to her playlist.
I beg you, Jaja, don't leave me. Jaja, don't leave me. Please walk with me.
This one's a nice track. Roots rock from a reggae-loving dreadlocks from Spain. Irish Soldier, not your typical black consciousness singer.
I beg you, Jaja, don't leave me. Jaja, don't leave me.
Irish Soldier, 26, born-again Rastaman from Spain, or more specifically Catalonia, which many Catalans want to see as an independent country. Irish Soldier always into reggae and the message.
Truth and rights. Pan-Africanism, like, you know, going back to the African roots, acknowledging who you are, your roots, and Rastafari.
But you can't escape there is a racial context to the Rasta thing. And you're not black, you're a white guy.
Yeah. You see, Rasta at the end of the day, it defends black rights and going back to the black roots, but it's not a black and white thing. Because they ever tell Bob Marley say I'm not a Rasta because I'm mixed with a white man? Nah. You see, Rasta is not a white or black thing. It's God thing.
So being a white guy espousing Rasta, it's not a contradiction for you?
First of all, I don't consider myself as a white person.
What do you consider yourself as?
Me not see myself as a black person or as a white person neither. If you look on my hair or my eyes, it's not bright. You see darkness in it.
So maybe you have a bit of Moorish because you're from Spain and the Moors have this sort of connection. So you have African roots.
Exactly.
Possibly.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, Rastafari always says everything comes from Africa. So you could have been the whitest person in the earth. You're still African. I beg you, Jaja, don't leave me. Jaja, don't leave me. Please walk with me. Yes, Jaja, don't leave me.
But you know, for some people, cultural appropriation is like a big deal. It's like an issue. And they're going to say, well, why is this guy from Spain? His roots are Catalonia. Why does he want to sort of become who we are in Jamaica?
I'm glad they asked this question. As a youth, if you look for baller, you look for Cristiano Ronaldo, I say, man, so you want to play with them, man. As a reggae youth, we want to play with Junior Gang and them, man. Though. So, if a baller from Jamaica I come to Barcelona because he's a bad baller and he want to be a baller, and him get the chance to go to Barcelona and train with the Barca baller them. You see, man, I look upon him and say, yo, what is youth from Jamaica? Go run. Because you're not good on a running thing, you don't play ball good. Nah. If the youth bad, the man are going to say, yo, forward the youth and play some ball with us. And you play, and if you are the baddest, you're the baddest.
So culture doesn't belong to anybody?
No. Culture belongs to who represents the culture.
He's been living here for 4 years, having saved up as an 18-year-old to make his long dreamed of trip to Jamaica.
Like everything that I was expecting, it fulfilled. So everything what I was expecting from Jamaica give to me. The good and the bad. Alright, in Jamaica, people are going to see your skin color, see? But people will see your spirit too. Because it's a very spiritual country and the spirits they manifest. It's like you walk, you know, you can't feel the energy. So I feel like people feel the realness. I've been here for a good while now, 4 years, walking up and down, round town, uptown, everywhere. And I've been in the streets by myself, walking and people hailing me. And me know say them not hail me as a Rasta.
Toured Europe in 2015 with Coca T and released his debut album,
which Kabaka Pyramid Jesse Royal on it as a collaborations. And then Sly and Robbie, Nambo Robinson, Lee Jaffe, Bongo Hertman, a bunch of legendary musicians on my first album.
A big deal for the nervous newcomer, who went on to play his own set in Europe by 2017, before saddling up for Mali keyboardist and producer Young Poe's Destiny Rhythm. The outcome, Jaja Don't Leave Me.
I definitely think this song will connect with a lot of people, and a lot of people will know me from this song. I accept challenge, and just being here in Jamaica is a challenge for me, which I embrace, and I love it.
You give me the knowledge and the wisdom and the inspiration to sing these melodies and write these songs.
Well, maybe not everything.
Like the violence, even though maybe it don't touch me like personally, but it touch around my virgins and the people who I love, and I, you know. Same things that bother me in every country. Political corruption. Sometimes I would like to see Jamaican people stand up more for some things that they are talking every day about them not like. So I'm including myself, because I'm a citizen of Jamaica and I don't like the same thing. So we should stand up and do something about it.
Jaja don't leave me, get over me. Jaja don't leave me, never know. Only your love can set me free.
He's handy with the guitar and knows his way around recording studios.
I think as an artist, it's good to have more skills other than just singing. So if you have skills playing an instrument or being an engineer, knowing about editing, or you know, that will increase and develop your skills when you're about to voice. Because, all right, if you are an engineer, you know where to position a sing and make him sing the right way on the mic. So from you have that knowledge, you don't need nobody to do that for you.
That's Irish Soldier, far away from home, but finding his groove in Jamaica.
Yeah, yeah.
The ER Top 10 brought to you by Pizza Hut.
Hot tool, me say hot tool, another cheap hot fool. Hot tool, by your belly, hot cool. Him a runner, so give him a truck shoes.
I had a close one yesterday. Put an angel over
the simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, your blessings.
You know, see me hotter than a dozen sauna. Tell the pastor me blessed than holy water. Yes, blessed don't see man bless. Just me.
Shan back some boy only full of tough chatter. Enough of them stairs, enough of them stairs, enough of them stairs.
Jones Avenue, if no one me can build another dance. But every man in a me crew get a chance. Ravers, clavers, crew hats.
Oh, them a go like me not hungry before. Oh, them a go like me not stumble before. You have to make it when you're humble for sure.
My set of people, them not know a lot. If I never music, I probably would have violence. But me never want to be a product of me environment. We face tribulations.
Tell us I'm a fresh, how you made with breeze. Snake full eyes, and afraid it freeze. Did it and be a girl a swarm like bees. Must it to your chain, them you not like.
You realize, don't have a one. Oh, it don't have a one. Them say them real, but me know them not real.
Baby, me can't hold it. Me can't hold it, me a ball out. I regular me up a ball out. Oh, you touch me so good.
Like a white chocolate options, things that are just quick and ready to go. But at the same time, if they're quick, then it's not healthy.
Hard not to decide on something that tickles your fancy.
Okay, so for breakfast, we start off with our power oatmeal, right? Our energy oatmeal. So it has a lot of flax seeds and chia seeds, and you get a little sweet from the cranberries that are in there. So very healthy oatmeal to start. Or you could choose from our power sammy, which is a scrambled egg sandwich that you'll never have anywhere else except for here. A little spicy as well. Or if you want to go healthier, we do a scrambled egg with spinach as well. And from there, we have green juices. If you want to feel healthy with an oatmeal, some people do that as well. And we do have a breakfast smoothie. And then we move on to lunch now, where, you know, we do like a salad, we do a Thai salad, we do a tropical salad, you know, with plantains. We do a Thai salad. So there's actually one from a lot of different regions, just feeling what you're feeling for, you know. So if you're feeling for Chinese, I would say go with the Thai. You know, it has the sesame dressing and all of that. If you're feeling for something spicy, we have a Mexican. You know, if you're feeling for something Jamaican, there's some sweet plantains with some black beans. And we also do, our sandwiches are very popular, which they're all hot pressed paninis. We have a bruschetta panini that has pestos and chicken, and we also have a vegetarian option, which is our Greek wrap, and our Greek Mediterranean salad is actually a hit, and our superfood kale salad as well.
And there's more of a demand for that sort of stuff these days.
Yes, there is. We actually see people posting every minute that, you know, at least they can eat out, feel healthy, and actually it tastes good.
And Cafe Dolce in just the right arterial location.
Well, we definitely needed to come this side, as you know, we're on Hillcrest over by Kingston 6 area, and we do have our full service restaurant at the marketplace. But on Constant Spring, we realized that the pickings were very slim, and you know, the actual landlord came to us and asked us, please, you know, we need this here. We find it very hard to get something healthy, to get something quick, even if it's just a snack. Could you please come and open up here? And of course, me, with a lot of creativity, said yes.
How different is this kind of operation from your other two operations?
Oh, it's very different because, as I said, it's not full service. And you know, people come and they stay 1 hour, they stay 2 hours, and they come. We see repeat customers that come for their meetings every day, or someone who comes to just read the Gleaner every morning to kind of beat the traffic, but at least gets off the hill at that time of day.
Linger over coffee or have a snack. Millennials not only welcome, but expected.
I think where we're going now in terms of all of this social media that they can access worldwide, they see how other people are doing it. And I think that, you know, the millennials nowadays, they want to do what everybody else is doing. You know, they want to eat out, they want to have fun, they want to post it.
That's Cafe Dolce. Post what you think. And just before we go, ever heard of an intelligent toilet? Well, here's one. Features a sensor, so automatically opens, and also comes with a remote, so especially useful for guys. Don't blush, but there's also a bidet that both washes and dries. Plus, the seat's heated. Full flushing complemented by EcoFlush to save water. And feel free to spend quality time on it. Comes with FM radio and an SD card. Price tag $1.2 million. This obviously no piece of crap, but forget calling the plumber if something goes wrong. That's the Kohler Numi.
And that's our show. Contact us at entertainment.report@televisionjamaica.com. I'm Ray. See you next time.
I'm shy but can I tell? But I'm confident out there because my cologne where she smell. In a blue but a Chanel, man not till me I melt. But you have to dip on certain level just to ring she bell.
Like $1 million. If you want a swag, go see a stylist. I woke up like this since I'm Beyonce. Can't study me, don't even think about it. I'm a clutch in the fourth like Kobe. Rocking with the best, Jovi. Tell the haters them for long. Just long, tell them for long.
The Entertainment Report is brought to you by
Where we come from. No matter if you walk or you car, you a park, you know say you